Hi there, my name is Selena and today I will share best practices on how to sell apparel online via Google Shopping ads. Advertising apparel products on Google Shopping can be difficult. Most apparel stores end up having about 95% of their products not being displayed on Google Shopping. These products are sleeping, but why are there so many of them? Well, the apparel category is quite challenging, as it has a large assortment. Each product type has multiple sizes, colors and variants, and not every size, color or variant is equally wanted. So that's why you will end up with lots of sleeping products. These are called zombies. Another challenge is the internal competition on generic terms, because multiple products can show up for the same search query. Besides that, seasonal fluctuations and new collections lead to fragmented performance data. Seasonal products, such as summer clothing or holiday decorations, experience a surge in demand during specific times of the year. Therefore, data collected during the peak seasons may not accurately reflect the overall performance of these products throughout the year. For example, summer products perform well during the summer months. They are your heroes or sidekicks, while in winter, sales may drop as the month decreases. They are your villains or zombies. Also, you might launch a new collection during a different season of the year. For example, a spring collection. This collection has no performance data yet, and this results in the entire collection being labeled as a zombie. In such a period, you have even more zombies than you already had, while you want to prioritize promoting these products. At the same time, the old winter collection goes on sale. During the sale period, these products will be likely to wake up and become heroes, sidekicks or villains. When these products are in different campaigns, one for each label for example, this might give a distorted view of your performance. We've seen that this can result in these products moving to the Heroes campaign and quickly after that going out of stock. This resulted in the Heroes campaign performing even worse than the Zombies campaign. But don't worry, I have 2 recommendations on how to optimize your apparel shopping campaigns. Let's start with the first recommendation, that is to optimize your product titles, using these 4 tips. 1. Describe the color. While testing your product titles, it might be interesting to try different wordings for colors. For example, a blue top might be dark or light blue. If you add a word like teal blue, it might show less often but increase the relevancy of the search. This is something that you should test to see the results. 2. Add the fabrics of the clothing. For clothing, fabrics matter. This gives consumers information about the durability, quality, appearance and the feeling of what it is like to wear the product. Including this in the product title will help them in their search. It will also improve the visibility of your product when a customer searches for a blue silk blouse and yours shows up. 3. Add the size of clothing. A big frustration with shopping for clothing online is when the size that you want isn't available. That is why it's important to add the size of the apparel items to your product title. Adding medium to your blue silk blouse will help the consumer to find the right item that fits them well. 4. Add or remove gender. While adding gender to apparel is a common practice in Google Shopping ads, it's not always necessary. For example, dresses, lingerie or bathing suits already create a distinction. An interesting shopping trend to monitor is genderless fashion. It might be interesting to test the effects of removing or adding gender to search terms. A study by Brianna Harlow on similar segments also showed interesting results, as products without women's in the title generated an incremental 5% revenue per day. The second recommendation is to create separate campaigns for your villains and promotional products. You can segment your products based on performance by using the Producthero labelizer. It labels your good performing products as heroes or sidekicks, your bad performing products as villains, and, as mentioned before, the sleeping products as zombies. We mentioned before that 95% of your assortment can be a zombie, but don't worry, this is completely normal. especially when a new collection is added. These products don't have performance data yet, which means they're all labeled as zombies. So even though this is normal, we offer a labelizer campaign structure, which, among other things, helps you reduce this share. This is the campaign structure. Now, I'll explain each campaign. The first campaign includes your heroes, sidekicks and zombies. The second campaign only includes your villains. As mentioned before, your villains are the products on which you are losing money. They are your bad performing products. And of course, this is not what you want. So what can be done to make them more profitable? Remove these villains from your existing All Products campaign, so from campaign 1, and create a new campaign for this label. Now you can give this campaign a specific treatment by giving it a lower budget. By doing this, you're forcing the algorithm to bid on specific search terms, and this will increase the likelihood of a click converting into a sale, and so improve profitability. The third campaign is meant to boost products alongside your existing labelizer campaign structure. Such a boost campaign can be used for seasonal products, for example, a new collection, specific holiday-related products, which are only sold temporarily, or sale products. I'll give 2 examples of how a boost campaign can be used. In the first example, winter is coming to an end and spring collection is added to the assortment. As the collection is new, all products are labeled as zombies. However, at the launch period, the advertiser wants to boost the collection as much as possible, even more than his heroes. So he creates a boost campaign. Now he is in control over how much he wants to boost his new collection. Once the launch period is over and the products have gained performance data, the advertiser decides to pause the boost campaign and includes the spring collection into the labelizer campaigns. In the second example, it is close to Christmas and Christmas-related products are launched. Again, the collection is new and the advertiser wants to boost the collection as much as possible. So, a boost campaign is created. These Christmas products have their own campaign during the Christmas period. And once Christmas is over, the campaign is paused and the advertising of Christmas products stops. So, to conclude, advertising your apparel products isn't always easy. In this video, we have explained how you can improve performance by optimizing your product titles and creating separate campaigns for your villains and seasonal products. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel to stay up to date on Google Shopping ad tricks. Thanks for watching.